Well, good evening, everyone, and we're live here at Rose Stadium in Tyler. It is the Boulter Vikings and the Hubbard Huskies here from Rose Stadium on this Tuesday night, and a rare instance of middle school football on our channel that we're hoping is going to become a lot more frequent as the years roll along. Well, good evening, everyone, and I'm Reese Landon here with Tyler ISD Athletics, broadcast and media specialist, bringing you all the coverage, 7th and 8th grade A games today here in the Rose City. Once again, Boulter and Hubbard will have it on the other side of this break. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. We're back as we get ready to kick it off between Boulter and Hubbard. A really nice Tuesday afternoon as we go into the night. The shadows starting to creep in early October, and we're ready to go here as Boulter will line up and kick off. Once again, this is the 7th and 8th grade A games here tonight on the channel. Tyler High's Boulter and Tyler Legacy's Hubbard Middle Schools. So the 7th grade first. We'll have the 8th grade game after this. It'll be on a different link, but you can find it right here on our channel at Tyler ISD Athletics. Boulter to kick away, as it looks like it is going to be Alan Zavala, who also plays some defensive back, and he will boot it away for the Vikings. This will be the first time I've covered the Vikings this year. Got a chance to see Hubbard against Moore about a month or so ago. And a lot of the guys playing on this field today will suit up on this field in a couple of years at both Tyler High School and Tyler Legacy High School, as we have a whistle before the kickoff. And now everybody's lined up, and I think we're ready to go. So Zavala to kick it away. Deep man back at about the 30-yard line for Hubbard. As Zavala into it, it's a squibber, and it is fielded cleanly by Hubbard across the 45, up to the 47, breaking tackles, and finding his way out of a mob there is the return man as he just barely crosses midfield. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Martinez on the kickoff return, brought down by number 23, Michael Taylor. First and 10, Hubbard. So first down, Hubbard, as they will start with the football. They come out lined up under center, rather in the shotgun. Couple of backs in the game here. It's a sweep off to the left, inside the 45 and out of bounds near the 42-yard line. That time is the Huskies quarterback. That is Kai Rochelle, the ball carrier. And Rochelle will make it 2nd and about 4, actually marked out of bounds at the 43-yard line. You can see we actually have a working clock on the scoreboard now, so we're making some progress on that end. Rochelle back in the shotgun here, 2nd and 4. Low snap, catches it off the bounce, sweeping to the right, a first down and more, still on the move and inside the 40-yard line. Pile of bodies at the 37-yard line. Grayson McCain that time, the ball carrier for the Huskies, and he'll pick up a first down. So Hubbard moves, or rather Hubbard lost the football. I did not catch that until the end of the play. I apologize. So there is a fumble, so just disregard what I was saying. There was a fumble, and Boulter is going to take over here on the 37-yard line. I looked down at my roster sheet here to my left, and Boulter's got the ball. So the Huskies with the football as they come out in the shotgun as well. 4 receivers here, split out wide. Hubbard getting a man off the field late. There is a flag down, a sweep to the right, and a lot of room. First down and more. Off to the races down the sideline. Elijah Howard, see you later. Touchdown, Boulter. On the first play from scrimmage, we see the speed of Elijah Howard, and Boulter takes the early lead. So Howard goes 63 yards, pretty much untouched to the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Vikings. Wow, how about that speed? That caught me a little bit by surprise. I was not ready for that, but regardless, it's a touchdown for Boulter as they get ready to go for the 2-point conversion. And Elijah Howard, how about that speed? Number 19 for the white jerseys with the blue trim. 2-point try coming on. As Boulter will line up here with 3 receivers out to the left. The back is Howard. And in the shotgun is Sean Dewberry, the quarterback. Howard offset to his left. Dewberry takes a snap, play action. Left-handed, throwing, slant towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught near the goalpost. Conversion good, and Boulter off to a quick 8-0 lead. They strike quickly. 63-yard touchdown by Elijah Howard. We're going to take a break. 8-0 Vikings. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. Well, welcome back here. 8-0. Boulter has taken the early lead. 5:37 to play here, first quarter. I'm Maurice Landon here with Tyler ISD Athletics. It's an onside try by Boulter, and it nearly was executed to perfection, but it was picked up just before it traveled 10 yards. So they tried the pooch kick the first time, didn't work. That one on the ground up the middle, and it was actually fielded by Boulter, but I believe it was only 9 yards. And it ends up just a bit short. So Hubbard's going to take over. Great field position for the second straight drive, but a fumble cost them last time. So Kai Rochelle and company back onto the field. And it looks like Rochelle has got that play, and he's headed into the game. First and 10, Rochelle read option. He's going to keep it himself. He's got a lot of room. Kai Rochelle inside the 30 and finally run out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. An explosive play for Hubbard as they get the chains moving here early. And Rochelle ushered out of bounds. Rochelle will now have to run a long way back across the field as he goes against the play. It's not quite the operation that you see at the high school level with virtually no huddling and just sideline signals. Rochelle back into the game. He's in the shotgun with the running back off to his right. It's a botch snap. Rochelle just picks up and runs himself, and he got back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard. It'll be second, and we'll call it 9 here for Hubbard. As I mentioned, Hubbard will feed Tyler Legacy. Boulter will feed Tyler High. Both logos displayed in both end zones here at Rose. Rochelle back on the field. Low snap. It's a handoff to the back here, sweeping to the left, and not a lot of room. Might have been Joshua Gonzalez, the ball carrier. Hard to get a read on the number. Yes, it was Joshua Gonzalez. It's a gain of about a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. Obviously, you're not able to kick a field goal from here at the 7th grade level, so this is 4-down territory. Hubbard has a couple of downs to gain 8 yards. And with that, I think Boulter is going to take a timeout and talk it over defensively. So 3:26 to play here in the first quarter. It is Boulter 8 and Hubbard none. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. We're back here as we get ready to go once more. 8-0 Boulter over Hubbard. If you're just joining us, 3:26 remaining here in the first quarter of the 7th grade A game. In the shotgun here, Rochelle takes a snap. He's firing deep down the middle into traffic. It's caught inside the 5 and into the end zone for a Hubbard touchdown. It's Aiden Warren on the receiving end of the touchdown from Kai Rochelle, and just like that, Hubbard has brought it within 2 and a chance to tie on the extra point. Rochelle chucked that one into traffic, but when you've got a big receiver like Aiden Warren, he can go up and make a play, and that's exactly what happened. So a 2-point try coming as Rochelle back in. So he lines up in the shotgun. 3 receivers off to the right. Low snap, Rochelle picks up, he takes off, and he bowls his way into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So a lot of scoring here early, 3:16 to play in the first quarter. We are tied at 8. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. We're back here as we get ready to pick things up once again. A very high-scoring start to this one. Hubbard and Boulter tied at 8. So Hubbard will kick it away, and it's a line drive down the center of the field, and it's picked up here by Boulter. Uriah Locklear on the return, and he will be tackled a little bit short of the 40-yard line. So Boulter will take over. And they only had to run one play from scrimmage last time they had the football, and it was a long 63-yard touchdown from their running back, number 19, Elijah Howard. So Howard and company back out onto the field. We'll see if Boulter tries to go right back to the running back. They split 4 receivers again, which they've been pretty consistently doing here. Here's some quick motion. Now trips off to the right. More motion. Boulter struggling to get lined up, and now here comes another motion man. Low snap, and it's a pitch across the way. Avoiding the tackle, Caleb O'Hara. As he crosses the 40-yard line, and he's drugged down at about the 43-yard line. Kai Rochelle, or rather, that was not Kai Rochelle. That was Sean Collins on the tackle for Hubbard. It's a gain of 4. Trying to get a read on all the offensive line numbers. Can tell you at center is Bryant Lawler for Boulter. Close 4-receiver set here, and it's a give to Howard, who was hit in the backfield, gets out of it. He's still alive. Howard bouncing to the right, and he's struck down for a short loss. Howard nearly broke another big play, but a nice job by Hubbard to not allow him to get there. They keep the contain. On the stop that time for Boulter was Mac White. So now it's 3rd and about 7 after the loss of 1 there for Howard. 2:01 to play here, first quarter.
Come on, 46.
Looks like a right tackle for Boulter is Emiliano Rosales. Motion across the way. 2 receivers out to the left. It's a handoff. The snap is dropped. Howard picks it up. He was supposed to get the hand initially, and he'll take it himself near the first down marker. A nice job to recover that as Boulter avoids the turnover in the backfield on the fumbled exchange, and now it's 4th and about 4. And we'll see what Boulter opts to do here. Fourth down and about 4 from their own 45. The Vikings will go for it. Low snap bounces to the quarterback here, and Dewberry gets it out quickly into the flat and thrown down hard. The ball comes free, but this is going to be a face mask penalty. Caleb O'Hara on the receiving end of the tackle. But Hubbard is going to get charged with a personal foul here. It was either a face mask or a horse collar. Pick whichever you may, but clearly a penalty there, and good to see O'Hara's okay. And this is going to move it forward 15 yards. So the penalty by the Huskies, 42 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, is going to send up Boulter inside Hubbard territory. And obviously the automatic first down. First and 10 here, Boulter. A late sub into the game in Uriah Locklear. Back is Elijah Howard. Hubbard's had some problems with snaps here lately. This one's a clean exchange. Dropping back, firing over the middle. It's caught and off to the races. There he goes. Caleb O'Hara finally dragged down at the 15-yard line. It's a nice completion from Sean Dewberry to O'Hara. First and 10, Boulter. Dewberry didn't have a lot of time to throw, but he kind of just let that one go. And with that, that is going to bring the end of the first quarter upon us. A high-scoring first quarter. Both sides get a score and a 2-point conversion. We're off to the second quarter, tied at 8. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. Shadows creeping up upon us as we get ready to start the second quarter here at Rose Stadium. It is Boulter moving the ball deep into Hubbard territory following a personal foul. And then a big completion from Sean Dewberry to Caleb O'Hara. Dewberry in the shotgun here as the southpaw calling out the commands. Elijah Howard to his left. A low snap picked up. Howard with the give, and he's going to pick up nearly 5 yards on the play up near the 10-yard line. And actually, Howard lost the football. Hubbard picked it up. Or did they? Yep, it's a fumble on the play. And Hubbard's going to take over on offense. So I haven't caught either fumble, I guess. Looking down at my roster both times and coughing that one up as Boulter. So it's 1st and 10 here. First and 10 here. As taking the snap here, play action. Now trying to roll away from the pressure and thrown down hard is the quarterback for Hubbard and Luke Donnan, but I believe we have an easy penalty. So the flag down in the backfield, Donnan sacked, but it is actually holding here against Hubbard. So no penalty. I thought it was a face mask or a horse collar, but no penalty. And instead, it's going to be 2nd and a mile. So Donnan now will hand off straight up the middle on 2nd and long, and it's a gain of a couple up near the 4-yard line. After the penalty was accepted, it's now going to be penalty was declined. Now it's going to be 3rd and about 18. Donnan and company back out on the edge of their own end zone. Maybe they throw their way out of it. Donnan takes the snap, looking right, throwing right down the middle. He's got a man. It's caught across the 30, losing the ball, and I believe Boulter fell right on it. Another fumble, and Boulter did fall on it. So it's going to negate the huge gain by Hubbard. On the reception was Peyton Luckett, and instead, it's going to be turned right back over to Boulter. So our 3rd fumble of the game already. And despite the big gain, Boulter does catch a break as the ball pops free from Luckett, and the Vikings will take over here at the 34-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Boulter, following the turnover. They look to take the lead back. They scored first in this one. Low snap bouncing here. It's a pitch to O'Hara, who lost it. Now he's going to reverse field. O'Hara trying to get away from the masses, and he can't. Good job at the edge that time. Drayden Martinez on the stop. A funky play all around. A bounce snap, a dropped pitch, reversing field, and Drayden Martinez with the tackle in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 12. Boulter with some late subs. Looks like Jathan Jackson is now in the backfield for the first time today. This one a clean snap. The southpaw fires, and it's intercepted. Hubbard's going to take it back the other way. It's Wilder McKinney who crosses the 45-yard line, and he's dropped at the 46. So the massive turnovers continue. McKinney on the interception, and Hubbard will take it right back over. Well, out of the 4 turnovers, that is the first interception we have seen. McKinney in the right spot at the right time, and Hubbard takes it right back. So 4:36 to play until the end of the first half. If you remember, it was only a couple plays ago. Hubbard had an explosive play on a pass to Peyton Luckett down the middle for 30-plus yards on 3rd and long, but a fumble after the catch enabled Boulter to get back on it. Luke Donnan back at quarterback here, as he's got play action, trying to roll away from the rush, and does. Moving to his left, flips into the flat, and it is caught, but virtually no gain. Mac White on the receiving end of that catch. And it's just going to be 2nd and 10. It's a nice job to get out of the rush by Donnan, but ultimately really had nowhere to go with the football. So 2nd and 10 here. .358 to play first half. Low snap, Donnan picks it up and hands to his back, and working out of a tackle is Rochelle, and does a nice job to get positive yardage as he works past a couple of Vikings up near the 50-yard line. And now it's going to be 3rd and 6 from midfield. Clock continuing to tick, so if Hubbard picks up a first down here, they might be able to possess the ball the rest of the half. Rochelle, who was at quarterback on the first 2 drives, seeing time now at running back with Donnan playing quarterback. Donnan takes the snap here low and hands off here, trying to work his way up the middle, and no room to run for Rochelle. It's going to bring up 4th down. He lost a yard. We'll see what Hubbard opts to do here. Looks like the Huskies will go for it. As Boulter gets Caleb O'Hara back in on defense. 4th and 7 here for Hubbard. And now we are going to have a timeout, and this will be taken on the side of Boulter. So 2:34 to play. We're tied at 8. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. Back here, tied at 8. As Hubbard back out on the field, they're going to go for it. Low snap, Donnan picks up and he fires into the flat. Rochelle evades the first tackle and evades another, and there he goes. Kai Rochelle runs over a tackler, and he's finally dropped at the 41-yard line. Last line of defense, Zaire Mumphrey on the tackle. If he's unable to make that tackle, that might be a touchdown. But it is a first down as the chains will move at the 41-yard line. So as I mentioned, if Hubbard could pick up a first down on that sequence, they'd probably be able to possess the ball for pretty much the rest of the half. And that's what they're going to do right now. But first, they want to talk it over. And we are going to have a timeout on the side of the Huskies. 1:58 to play here in the half. We'll keep it right on the game feed. We start things up again. Low snap here. Donnan picks it up and now flips it. I don't think Boulter realized who had it for a second, but now they find it as still dragging a man all the way out back near the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a short loss. Sean Collins got it on the pinch, and I think he was kind of confused to even get it, but he made something out of it. And Collins... oh, what's the ruling here? Well, no, Collins evidently fumbled. So Boulter falls on it, and Boulter's going to be back on offense. The 5th turnover of the half. And some late subs here into the game for Hubbard. Must have been at the trail end of the play. I did not catch it from my sight line. But anyhow, 1st and 10 from the 42 for Boulter. In the shotgun here. And faking, or rather handing off, is Dewberry. The ball came free late, and did Boulter dive on top of that one? Or do we have our 6th turnover of the half? We don't. Or rather, we do. Yes, we do. The ball came free, and Hubbard falls on it. So the turnovers just continue to come on. And Hubbard, one play after fumbling it away, they get it right back on the turnover. First and 10 here from the 39-yard line. Hubbard will actually gain a little bit of yardage off of the turnover and the one-play hiatus as there's a flag, and I believe that this is a false start. Or rather, too many men on the field. There's 12 men on the field for Hubbard as they're going to be set back 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15. So 1st and 15 for the Huskies. 1:37 to play here in the first half. 6 combined turnovers in this one. No scoring so far in the second quarter. Here's a jet sweep and a pitch to Rochelle, who was wrapped up in the backfield. He's lost a bunch of ground that he's got to gain back, and he is not going to get back to anywhere near the original line of scrimmage. He was pretty much hawked from the get-go. In pursuit that time were a number of Vikings, including Kaylin Ford. Zaire Mumphrey also over there was Harlem Black, among others. So 2nd and 22 now as we tick down here a minute to play in the half. This next snap will likely be under 55 seconds. 3 receivers for Hubbard. Free rusher just throwing it up here was Donnan, and the ball falls incomplete. Quick pressure there from the Vikings. Pass was intended for Wilder McKinney. And now it's 3rd and 22, kind of in no man's land. .43 seconds on the clock. Low snap, falls to the ground. Donnan can't get it, and instead Hubbard falls on it. I believe that was Grayson McCain on the recovery, and now it is 4th and a long way to go. 26 seconds and counting, and see if Hubbard runs a play before the half. And they're going to have to, because it's a timeout on the side of Boulter. We're tied at 8, 21 seconds to play in the half. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. Well, we're back here, 21 seconds on the clock. Hubbard's going to run a play. Low snap, picked up. The punt there from the quarterback, and Donnan was slightly blocked. It's picked up by Boulter. They're going to take it back the other way, weaving across midfield and dropped at the 48-yard line. 6 seconds on the clock. So the ball will barely move from its original spot. Boulter will get it back right near midfield. Time for one play before the end of the half. We'll see what Boulter opts to do. The last pass they threw was intercepted, but also their last run was fumbled. Sean Dewberry in the gun.
Go get that quarterback.
As he takes the snap, he's just going to hand off straight up the middle, working his way across the 45 and finally down at the 42. That was the back in Elijah Howard, and that's going to take us to the half. So we're tied at 8. No scoring in the second quarter after a couple of touchdowns and conversions in the first quarter. Boulter and Hubbard tied at 8. Stick with us. 7 minutes on the clock. We'll be back in just a bit after halftime. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. We're back here as we get ready to start the second half here from Rose Stadium. It is middle school football here. 7th grade A team, Boulter and Hubbard. It's going to be Boulter to receive the second half kickoff. Vikings scored first in this game on their first offensive play. Hubbard scored later in the first quarter. But 6 turnovers combined in this one has really marred any chance of additional scoring by both sides. As Luke Donnan, who also plays quarterback, line to kick off, and it's going to be a surprise squib kick downfield. It's dying inside the 35. The ball's free on the ground, and Boulter is going to come up with it near the 34-yard line. So some trickery on the opening kickoff of the second half. Nearly worked, but Boulter does fall on it. Will take over on their own 34. So the Boulter offense onto the field. As in the shotgun here, I believe that's Caleb O'Hara, actually. Yes, it is. Caleb O'Hara lining up at quarterback as he takes off to run. He's got a lot of room. He's yanked down hard from behind across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Picks up 7 on the play. So we'll see if O'Hara sticks at quarterback. The first half, it was all Shaw Dewberry as there's an injured Husky down on the field. And we're going to step aside while he is attended to. 6:32 to play here in the third quarter. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. We're back to it. It looks like the injured player was actually Sean Collins, who got up under his own power. He's back on the sideline and looks to be okay. Hopefully he's okay. He's now scrambling away from the rush is Sean Dewberry, the quarterback, and he cannot get away. Right back near the original line of scrimmage. He took a hard hit at the end of that play. Kai Rochelle on the tackle, and it's going to be third and about 4 here for Boulter, and we have here. And actually, we're going to have a timeout here by the Vikings. So the Vikings will call timeout. 5:56 to play here. We're tied 8-8. Back here out of the timeout, 5:56 to play here. 3rd and 4 for Boulter. Shaw Dewberry standing at his own 36-yard line as he takes the snap and gives off to his back here. Elijah Howard, a lot of room as he tries to turn the corner, and he did! Still alive down the sideline. Elijah Howard, touchdown, Vikings. He takes it 59 yards down the left sideline. He had to turn the corner late and evaded the defender for the score. So Boulter is back on top. Now leading this one 14-8, and the Vikings will now go for 2, trying to extend the lead up to 8. Ball spotted at the 3-yard line. Boulter offensive line, Emiliano Rosales, the right tackle. The right guard is Kadarian Glenn. Left guard, Kalen Ford. The center, Bryant Lawler. And then the left tackle is Tyler Cole. Howard the back to Dewberry's right, now motions to the left. And now we have a delay of game as the snap was back. The whistles were not heard. There was a throw, but it's no play. And now the ball is going to be moved back to the 8-yard line for the 2-point try. Boulter still going for 2. Snap here to Dewberry as he tries to give to Howard. Nearly a fumbled snap exchange as Howard goes straight ahead and is ridden down right near the line of scrimmage. 2-point conversion try, no good. 14-8, 5:41 to play here in the 3rd quarter. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. Back here a little bit late from the break. We had an onside try for Boulter, and it was recovered by Boulter. I apologize, our camera did not get onto that until late, but Boulter with the onside try, and they recover the onside try. So for the first time today, we have an onside kick recovered. Barely any time elapsed here in the 3rd quarter, just 2.5 minutes into it. Boulter already with a touchdown in the frame, and they will look for another one as they get the ball right back. So Elijah Howard and company back on the field. Howard has both touchdowns for the Vikings today. A 63-yard run his first time, and then just moments ago, a 59-yard touchdown. Shadows really creeping onto the turf. Boulter to the line of scrimmage as the give is going to be to Howard, who now hands off to O'Hara, who is dropped, actually slips and falls. Like there was some miscommunication that time in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Second and 14 here for Boulter. So they come out with a bunch of receivers as always. Haven't gone to the pass much yet. Low snap, and here's the give to Howard, who tries to work around the right side, and he can't. He is thrown back by Rochelle, but there was a flag thrown right near the contact. So this may be a penalty on Hubbard. And actually, rather, this is going to be holding against Boulter. Was thrown right in the direction, but it was holding on Boulter. So the penalty declined. And now it's just going to be 3rd and about 19. Accepting the penalty would have only set him about 5 yards more back, and will obviously take the loss of down. 3rd and 19. Boulter probably will go to the pass here. So we tick down near 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Low snap, scooped up by Dewberry as he steps around the rush, running to the left. He's still alive, and then finally dragged down across the 45-yard line. Tackle that made by Hubbard's Sean Collins, who was injured earlier, now back into the game. 4th and about 14. We'll see what Boulter tries to do. Hubbard tried a pooch punt earlier with the quarterback in the shotgun as the offense stays out on the field. We'll see if the Vikings indeed do end up going for it. They are playing 5 defensive backs well off the ball. And they are going to go for it. Dewberry pressured, gets around the rush, working his way to the right as he steps around a defender and now falls right near midfield, nowhere near the first down. It's going to be a turnover on down for the Vikings. And Hubbard will retake over for pretty much the first time here in the second half. Onside kicker was recovered by Boulter to start that drive, but the Vikings could not find a first down. So 1st and 10 in plus territory at the Boulter 49 as Luke Donnan is back at quarterback. Rochelle off to his right, now moving to his left on the motion. Donnan takes a snap. Actually, rather, it's Elijah Jenkins' motion. He takes it on the sweep, and he is thrown down for a big loss. All over that time were the Vikings. Looked like first contact was Zaire Mumphrey, and then bringing him down eventually to the turf was the guy with a couple of touchdowns in Elijah Howard. It is a loss of nearly 10 yards on the play, and it's 2nd and 19. So Hubbard way behind the chains. Still a one-score game, so if Hubbard's able to score, they can go for 2 and take the lead, with Boulter failing their second 2-point conversion of the night. Second and long. Donnan looking to the left as he fires. It's caught, spinning out of a tackle. Still alive, Mac White. And he's finally downed at the 41-yard line. So the Huskies nearly get all of that lost yardage back, and they make it a lot more manageable here. It is 3rd and 12. 2:10 and ticking here So we near the end of the third quarter. See if Hubbard decides to go back to the pass. Donnan has the football. Play action, pressured, and down he goes. Huge loss in the backfield, and it's Elijah Howard again. Helping him out that time was Leobardo Silva. It's a big loss of nearly 10 yards. Hubbard now back inside their own 40. 4th and 22, and we'll see if they try that pooch punt again that they tried earlier. Taking under a minute, it looks like Donnan is a little bit deeper in the shotgun. May try to punt this. He has pressure right away, gets away, and now he's going to try to run for it. Donnan across the 45, and he is going to get nowhere near that first down as he's knocked out of bounds hard near midfield. Well, any hope he had of being able to punt the football instead went to the wayside as he had to run away from heavy pressure off each edge. And Boulter will retake over right at midfield. So it's really just been a stalemate over the last several minutes. Right near that Tyler ISD Rose Stadium logo. Boulter back out as they look to find something offensively. A 3-and-out last time, but they do hold. They only score here in this third quarter, which is the difference in this game. 42 ticks on the clock, so depending how much time comes off on this next play, assuming it's not an incomplete pass, this may be the final play of the quarter. Snap back, Caleb O'Hara in the shotgun as he takes it, picks it up, and runs, and Kai Rochelle was waiting for him. Another play made by Rochelle. And it's 2nd and long, and I believe that is the final play here of this third quarter. Ball mark now on the Boulter side of the 50 as they walk towards the sideline. And that will do it for this third quarter. Or will it? Yes, it will. Now Boulter jogs to the sideline. It's 14-8. One more period to play in this one. The Vikings looking to hold on against the Huskies. You're watching middle school football right here on Tyler ISD Athletics, presented by Wagner Cadillac. Start the fourth quarter. I'm Reese Landon with Tyler ISD Athletics. Boulter 14, Hubbard 8. 7th grade A action. We have the B game coming, or rather, the 8th grade A game coming up after this between Boulter and Hubbard. That one slated for a 6:30 start time. We'll see if it's altered due to the end of this one. As taking the snap here, O'Hara, he's going to line up to throw. He's got a man, but throws it too far over the head of Zaire Mumphrey, his intended receiver. O'Hara back in there at quarterback. He's taking some snaps there here in the second half. Had to get rid of it. And it falls incomplete. So that'll make it 3rd and 11. Third and 11. Looks like O'Hara back at quarterback as he gives off to Howard on the sweep. Howard inside the 45, dragging a tackler. There's a flag down behind the play. Howard makes it within about 3 yards, maybe 4, of that first down marker. But let's check the marker, and it looks like it's coming back. It's going to be a hold here against the Vikings. We're going to be now set way back near their own 40-yard line at their own 39. It's going to be 3rd and 20. We'll see what Boulter opts to do. It's a long way to go. Tried to hand off to Howard. It's free on the ground. It's picked up by Hubbard inside the 30 and down at the 25-yard line. Turnover deep in the backfield for the Vikings, and falling on the football was Aiden Warren. So how about that prime field position now for Hubbard, trailing by just 6 points, and Hubbard at the 25-yard line. Warren staying into the game. If you remember, he caught the only score earlier for Hubbard. That was in the first quarter. So it's not Donnan at quarterback. It appears that it's going to be Rochelle. As Rochelle fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he is wrestled down way deep in the backfield. Nice play that time by Boulter as they stay home on the contain. It's Marcus Waters on the stop. And that'll now bring up 2nd and 17. It's a loss of 7 on the play. Ball marked at the 32-yard line. We tick down near 5 minutes to play in this one. 8th grade game coming next. Rochelle rolling and firing, and he just misses his intended receiver in Peyton Luckett. Luckett had a long grab earlier for 30-plus yards, and he might add some room to rumble if he was able to get out to that one just off the mark. It's 3rd and 17. 5:13 on the clock. Ball is on the far right hash. Third and 17. Rochelle taking the snap, pressure quickly. He's got to get away as he fires, and it's incomplete in the flat. Was going for Luckett once more. Off the mark, down 4th and 17, and we'll see what Hubbard tries to do with the football here. Well, if you're going to go for it, it's obviously got to be a pass. They could try the pooch punt, potentially pinning Boulter deep. So here we go, 4th and 17. Rochelle drops, had some time, now rolls away to his left. Searching, firing into the flat. It's caught inside the 20, 15, 10, 5, and knocked down inside the 2. Ball came free, but being marked down is the runner. It's going to be 1st and goal, Huskies. Ruled down at the 1-yard line. I did not get a number. It's so far on the other side of the field, but it's 1st and goal, Hubbard. What a play by Rochelle to keep it alive. Avoids the sack and finds the open man. 1st and goal for the Hubbard Huskies. McCain is the back. Motion to the right of Rochelle. Low snap. Hand is to McCain. Straight up the middle. We'll see where it is. And the push will be just short. Maybe gained a foot or so on the run to McCain. It's going to be 2nd and goal as we're now under 4 minutes to play in this one. If you just joined us, a huge 4th and 17 conversion for Hubbard to keep this one alive. Clock ticking. McCain the back. Rochelle keeping straight up the middle. Did he get there? No, he did not. He is short of the goal line. Gained maybe a couple of inches on that one. Very little, if anything. It is 3rd and goal from inside the 1. The Boulter defense has pushed back on back-to-back downs. They've got to do it a couple more times. Snap to Rochelle, hands to McCain, who walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Hubbard. So the Huskies have now tied the game, and they're a 2-point try up coming away from taking the lead. Rochelle will go to the sideline to get the 2-point play. Do not believe there's overtime unless I was told differently, but we'll see how it shakes out. 2:46 to play. This could be the ball game. Three receivers and a tight end. Rochelle rolling to his right, trying to avoid the rush, and he can't. Great play in the backfield by guess who? It's Elijah Howard again. Couple of touchdowns, couple of big defensive plays, and he shuts down the 2-point try. So we are still tied at 14. Boulter will get the ball back, a chance to perhaps win it. You're watching Tyler ISDF. And regardless, just realized I was muted for almost that entire sequence, but a short kick there. Hubbard will start at their own 40-yard line. Both their touchdowns have been long runs, 63 and 59 yards. Both were by Elijah Howard. Snap here to the quarterback. It's a reverse, dropped by O'Hara, who picks it up, grabbed immediately by the face mask. He's going to lose a ton, but that is a clear penalty against Hubbard. So it's going to be a 15-yard personal foul face mask. They tried the reverse, going from Howard to O'Hara, but although it didn't work, it's going to be a face mask, and now Boulter is going to be on the Hubbard side of the 50. 2:30 to play. Boulter will set up. Clock is ticking. Boulter can make this the final drive of the game if they want. Howard the back. Low snap, bounces to the cornerback here in Dewberry, sweeping to the left and a good gain, spinning inside the 35, and he's tackled inbounds at the 34-yard line. So the clock will continue to tick, but Boulter moves the chains. They're that much closer as they inch towards the red zone. The personal foul started the drive. And then a first down carry by the quarterback, Shaw Dewberry. Hubbard gets a late substitution off. Minute 18 and counting. And the snap is off of the running back in Howard, and it falls to Hubbard. The snap was a little bit slow. There is a flag down on the far side of the field, and oh man, it's gonna come back. The fumble will not stand. It's offsides against the Huskies. They thought they were gonna have it off the fumble, but the offsides penalty saves it for Boulter. So Boulter will keep it alive. The ball actually hit off the running back in Howard on a slower snap. Bounced straight forward towards the defense. But Boulter will now have it inside the 30, 1st and 5. Dewberry, the quarterback, as he gives to Howard, sweeping to the right. He's got some room. Howard inside the 25 and dragged down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. It's a first down, and with that, Boulter is going to call timeout. So we have a timeout on the field. Boulter trying to drive down and win it. They have 45 seconds to play with. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. So it'll be 1st and 10 out of the timeout. Boulter has the football. Hubbard nearly had it a couple of plays ago on a fumble, but an offsides penalty negated it. And Boulter, who's used a couple of nice runs mixed in with a couple of penalties by the Huskies, has it on the edge of the red zone. They are inside that red zone, though, on the 18-yard line. 45 seconds to play. Tied game at 14. Late sub in now for Boulter, and actually that sub is going to go off. As now Boulter snaps it. It's a give here to Howard, who got his way out of a tackle. He's inside the 15, the 10, the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Boulter. Elijah Howard has his third touchdown of the night as he sweeps to the right for an 18-yard score, and the Vikings take the late lead. 20-14. Howard has now scored on touchdown runs of 63 yards, 59 yards, and 18 yards. So the third touchdown of the game for the Viking running back. And Boulter now back on the field for their two-point try. They were stymied on their last attempt following a delay of game penalty. Had to snap it from the 7-yard line. Three receivers here, H-back off to the right, as well as the running back in Howard. Snap back. It is Caleb O'Hara, the receiver, into the game at quarterback again, and he plunges straight ahead for the two-point conversion. 35 seconds to play, and Boulter has taken an 8-point lead. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. So 35 seconds to play. It's Boulter 22 and Hubbard 14. Remember, we have the 8th grade A game coming up next. That one was supposed to start at 6:30, but the way it's moving, it looks like it'll start a little bit after that. It'll be right here on the Tyler ISD Athletics YouTube channel, but it'll be under a different link. Just scroll down and you'll find the 8th grade A game. So Boulter will kick it away from their own 40-yard line. Looks like Hubbard has too many guys on the field, as now they're going to get a late substitution going out. And Boulter with a trick kick here as it bounces over the head of Hubbard. Down at the 30-yard line, they can't find it, and now the return man is dropped hard at the 32-yard line. That may have been Drayden Martinez on the return, and it was. So Hubbard 30 seconds to play with, and they need pretty much a miracle here, needing to go almost 70 yards. So 1st and 10, far left hash, and now we actually have a timeout by Boulter, who wants to talk over what they're going to do defensively. I believe that's their final timeout of the half. 30 seconds to play. Boulter leading Hubbard 22-14. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. 30 seconds left. We're back here from Rose Stadium. Hubbard has the ball on their own 32-yard line. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. 3 receivers way out to the right. Boulter finally getting some coverage over to that side of the field. A low snap, rolling to his right, Rochelle. He's going to have to make something happen, and he can't. He is dropped by a host of tacklers way back at the 25-yard line as that clock continues to tick. Now it's 17 seconds. Hubbard slowly getting back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think they're going to get another play off. Rochelle goes out. We're at 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and time is going to expire in this one. So Boulter on the back of 3 touchdowns from Elijah Howard, including the 18-yarder with under a minute to go, takes the 7th grade A game by a final of 22-14. We're going to step aside for, we'll see how long they put on the clock. Right now it's 8 minutes. We're going to step aside for about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll have the 8th grade A game. Remember, it's on a different link than this one, so tune in there. 22-14 is our final in the 7th grade game. We have 8th grade football coming up. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics.